It's thinking. Tell me if it says go live on your side, because
says
you're live.
Says we're live.
Mine's
we're wrong.
Still thinking. All right, I got the Walmart internet today, so welcome in, college football backers. We are here for another show, merit-based model, top 12 ranking. Are you guys ready to just dive into it? Do we just bring it up and go?
Let's do it.
This model, developed by none other than Brian Buckeye Stats for college football backers. This is awesome, man. It has been so good. It's been working pretty much right on point, right?
Yeah, we've had a couple little hiccups here and there, but
yeah.
I'd like to say that some of the errors that we've had have been human based, like with the Texas A&M hiccup this weekend. I think we were spot on with points with Texas A&M, but South Carolina, I think we're given a couple points, but I think that was for TikTok. I'll call that a TikTok phenomenon with maybe Texas A&M falling asleep at the wheel with defense, with some Marcel chants and chills this week. But all in all, I think we've done pretty well with I think Oregon and Oregon and who did they play this week?
Oh my gosh.
Oregon.
Why don't I know this?
Was it Minnesota? Was it Minnesota? Yeah. Oregon and Minnesota Friday. Yeah. That was almost spot on. The Northwestern Michigan game was almost spot on. Of course, our Ohio State game was almost spot on. The Florida game. I tell you what, we didn't get that. We didn't get that one, but if the game stopped at halftime, we would have been spot on. But I think we've done pretty well.
This model's growing. This model's starting to be noticed.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are tuning in. A lot of people are commenting. What's really interesting? Maybe it isn't from your perspective down south in the bayou, but from our perspective up here north of the Mason-Dixon, it is the Ohio State-Michigan game. You already projected that. Comments galore already, man. So much of they're dissecting everything that has to go into that, like time of possession, turnovers. Like, hold your horses. It's going to be updated in a week. So the more data that goes into this, the better the model gets.
Right. Yeah, we'll definitely update it after the Rutgers game. It's already projected with Haynes out. I know there's some talk about if JJ and Carnell is going to be out. Right now, it's not projected for that. But if they are,
Justice is day to day. He's listed day to day.
All right, as like I said, Baghdad Bob.
I don't believe it. But...
No, they said he was out. They said they confirmed that he's out for the season.
Oh, did they?
Yep, they've confirmed that.
I read somewhere today that it said.
All right, did they flip flop again?
Day to day. This is like
because Coach Moore said last week during I think the Monday Tuesday press conference that he was day to day, but he couldn't do it with a straight face, and that's when I did if you're familiar with 2003 Iraq invasion, Baghdad Bob was saying that we killed the Americans and they left, and so that I had the side by side of Sharon Moore and Baghdad Bob because Justice Haynes just had foot surgery and has screws. He was not coming back this season. So I think
Jalen Waddle surprised the Buckeyes and came back. I mean, it wasn't really cool go, but still.
I don't know if he's going to pull if you guys remember 1970s Knicks, Willis Reed, he's going to come out the tunnel hobbling. I don't know if he's going to.
If anyone could do it, it's going to be someone playing against the Buckeyes. That's just the way it works.
That's
of course.
But
all right.
Yeah.
Let's get into the release. It's late enough.
Indeed.
There we go. Starting off a little bit dicey. What do you think about this? San Diego State. That gets some pushback, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, San Diego State is a good team. The loss to Hawaii, I feel like, hurts their credibility since it's so recent. And with the push of North Texas, with the push of JMU, I feel like those two teams are the ones that's really in the battle for it. But obviously, we don't know what's going to happen between now and the actual selection Sunday of it. So, I mean, anything at this point can happen. But I'm really high on North Texas, as I was telling Brian a few minutes ago. And
I like that.
But his point to stats, he's got a point there. I mean, their defense is ranked in the 70s. Their offense is top 5 overall. I mean, that's a big gap. So I understand where the model is coming from. So I don't know.
Right. And again, this model isn't going to, it's not projecting who the committee is going to pick. This model is projecting who is most deserving based off of the stats, based off of, again, we use PFF, we used the metrics of offense and defensive metrics and margin of victory and all that stuff. We don't take into account AP polling at all. And right now, this merit-based model is stating that it's San Diego State over very narrowly over James Madison. I think we have San Diego State ranked 23, and we have James Madison ranked number 26 right now. Wow. And right now, San Diego State has the 7th ranked defense and their offense, and not so much. Number 95, James Madison, 5th ranked defense, 19th ranked offense. So you're saying, Brian, I like to call the model Skynet sometimes affectionately. Then why isn't James Madison in there? Well, you look up here, James Madison has not beaten a Power 4 team. They have some common opponents. I know we like to do these little games here. I don't necessarily like to do this, but this one is very convincing. San Diego State, curb stomped Cal 34-0. Then, Cal
the old transitive property.
Yep, transitive property. You gotta love it. I'm not necessarily a fan. We in Ohio State have gotten in trouble with this, doing this against Michigan the last few years. Not a fan of this, but again, this one is it's a very big example here where it's 34-0. Cal goes in and narrowly beats Louisville, and then Louisville beats JMU by 2 touchdowns. So the model took that into account, and the model goes. This is what I love about the model that we built here, is that it goes cascading effect. So it doesn't just take into effect your opponents, but your opponent's opponents. So that's one thing I love about these models that we can build now. Is that
hey, this is perfect. It puts it right over the SEC man's face. If he says anything we don't like,
then I just duck my head down.
I love it. It's a monkey too.
SEC on us, all Homer boy over here. We're just like, bam.
Yeah. So that's where we're at with that. And then North Texas just didn't like the opponents. North Texas is 5th in the nation in offense, but 77th in defense.
Yeah.
And you just look at the opponents. The interesting thing enough is that all 3 of these guys are going to have a common opponent in Washington State. North Texas did beat Washington State very convincingly, but the rest of their opponents just not very. The model just didn't like them very much. So that's where we're at with number 12.
When you have a transitive property, this is the ultimate time to use it, though, in my eyes. Like if there's nothing else to get that metric, this is where you go. It's kind of like when you're fighting it out for who wins the championship for one of the conferences, and you see, how they did against common opponents. Transitive property, really. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're trying to grade out differences and it's splitting hairs, that's where it works. And I love the fact that you pointed out that JMU has no Power 4 wins. They had their opportunity. They lost that opportunity. All right. And if you're a Power 5, if you're a group of 5 team trying to get in, you got to capitalize on those opportunities. That's what separates you from the rest of the crowd.
And that's one thing I want to say about this playoff is that if you're a group of 5 team trying to get into a playoff, I mean, you need to make yourself look good against a Power 4 opponent. because I mean, all these jokes are being made about these group of fives coming in, and you're just a bye week, and that's what this model is really meant to do, especially in these G5 examples, is which team is going to be the most competitive in this situation. Maybe not the 9-1 team that's fifth in the nation in offense. It's the other one that we have here, San Diego State. So again, this model is not going to say which one is going to be picked by the committee, but this is the one the model thinks is probably going to be the most competitive in that 12th spot.
Sam wants to know if we're going to do the NFL. That is around the corner. Probably not starting until next year. We'll see. We're college football diehards. I mean, that's where it starts. Once we get this thing going up where it needs to be, and we're built big enough in the college football game, we're going to get into the NFL.
I tell you what, if you make enough clamoring for Buffalo Trace to sponsor us, maybe we can get into that.
I think that's fair.
Once Buffalo Trace sponsors us, we're going to do the NFL. You're right. It's worth it. All right, let's get into the model. Seeing what we got here. Let's go with 11. Who's up? Georgia Tech. How's that make you feel? Down south, it probably makes you feel good.
Yeah. Love me some Brent Key. Let's go.
I do too. And Haynes King.
Yep.
Nothing else to be said.
Nothing else to be
said. They have 2 losses now, huh?
Is it 2 now?
Can someone look that up? I thought they lost again.
No, they're still 9-1. Yeah. I think as we get to later in the discussion, and again, I don't want to be a spoiler alert. This is one of those scenarios where you're on the fringe here, 11-12. Someone might get kicked out because of a certain scenario. I won't, spoil anything here, but this is a discussion we might have towards the end. But yeah, this is looking like maybe the ACC champ at 9-1. So just keep that in consideration as we move on in our discussion here. Georgia Tech is looking like maybe our ACC champ at the.
So they bounced someone for sure.
Yep.
Well, I think you just blew it there. You say for sure.
Well, I mean, they had to have, right? It's a great day to be a Buckeye. How about that? Well, we'll see. If they're number 1 in the model, it's great. It's always great to be a Buckeye, let's be honest. I mean, at least lately.
All right.
Moving on. Right at 10. 10 probably bounce someone too? No, 10's the cutoff. You're not going to bounce someone at 10. So, Miami. This has got to be a at large. And the model chose Miami at 10. I'm not sure. Like, remember last week when you said, you crunched the numbers and the model your computer just blew up? I'm still in that kind of thought with Miami. I have no idea where they should be. Is this an elite team that deserves to be in the playoffs, or is this a team that's going to falter down the stretch even more?
If you
they got left on the schedule, quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, the first quarter of the season, they deserve it. But what they've done since, it's like,
I don't know. They took care of business this week, 41-7 against a 500 team. You look at some of the other teams in the country that didn't handle business against 3-7 teams. You
actually bring a good point right now. Now think about it. So they beat NC State. NC State has played spoiler. They have 2 really good wins. Don't have them on the top of my head right now. The model probably likes that. Now that I think about it. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at some of the other teams, I won't mention any names, Texas A&M, but I'm just saying, 31-30, it had to come back 30-3, and that's a 3-7 team now that they had to come back to win. And
that's how you win a Heisman.
Yeah, apparently. So NC State, beat Georgia Tech.
Yep.
They beat Campbell.
So if Ohio State has to come back from behind to beat Rutgers this week. And Julian Sain has 3 interceptions in the first half and then does a game-winning drive to win it against Rutgers. Are people going to be saying the same thing? I don't think so.
If he does it with his legs, yes.
Right. NC State also beat Virginia.
That's right.
So NC State beat Georgia Tech and Virginia. So to your point, like Miami, had its bumps and bruises, but maybe they're coming back around. The model appreciated that. Plus, I mean, the model we instituted the Alabama rule, and I'm going to stick with that moniker. They beat Notre Dame. So until they get another loss, they have the same number of losses as Notre Dame. They're going to get the benefit of the doubt, and they're going to be in front of Notre Dame until then.
That's true. I mean, Notre Dame got another quality win this weekend, though.
Yeah, but I mean, until then, this is the double standard that I just don't like, and this is how we built the model. If you're going to allow teams like Alabama to be ahead of other teams because they have the head-to-head win, should that rule not apply to everybody else? Why does that rule apply just to one team and not everybody else?
It applies to everyone. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
the
but
problem is once you get in the thick of the weeds like this time of the year, then you have multiple cases where this team beat this team and this team beat this team, and then it doesn't really work like that transitive property. Yeah,
but again, Miami has the same number of losses as Notre Dame now, and they handled a 5-5 team 41-7. They're taking care of their business. So why shouldn't they be ranked above Notre Dame? So I don't know. That's the story, and we're sticking to it.
Oh, Bowser's back. Hey, Mike, you missed the show. You were clamoring for Notre Dame last week or 2 weeks ago. And then last week they were on, man. They were rated. So did Miami pass them up? We're about to see here. Because they would have to be, Notre Dame would have to be 8 or 9, right?
Yeah. Well, according to the Alabama rule, if you're following along in your clip notes, if Notre Dame was in, they'd be in by now, right?
Ooh.
Fair.
Had to work. That's no excuse. You were out swinging golf clubs somewhere. I know it. Don't you lie to me, boy.
All right.
All right. Moving right along. 9. Number 9. Who do we got? Notre Dame. Just for Mike. Mike,
absolutely hate this.
This one hurt me. This one hurt me. I fought with the model so much. I did not want this. If you follow me at all, I do not like Alabama at all. Not one iota, but I'm unbiased when it comes to the model. And so Alabama,
does that mean Oklahoma's out even though they beat Alabama?
I don't know. You'll have to stay tuned.
So with Alabama, I really am starting to lean on that they may not make it at the end of the year because they have been on a struggle bus. South Carolina struggled, last minute win. LSU, the game was in grasp. LSU just doesn't have an offense. Oklahoma, terrible offense. Defense made a play essentially that made the difference in the game. I'm not high on Alabama.
That's what happens when you don't have a run game. You can't close out the games that matter.
No. Yeah, so I'm looking at their scores. They beat Georgia. I still don't think Georgia's that good, man. But that's just me.
Georgia looked pretty damn good this week.
I digress. So they beat Georgia by 3 points.
If you're gonna give Ohio State credit for Texas, you got to give Georgia credit for.
No, look, Texas. I'm chalking up. That's the very first game of the season. You didn't have any warm-up games. You didn't know what you had in your team. You're walking gingerly. I'm not going to put any credence into the score of that game. So,
to be fair,
I don't care about the score. I'm just talking about the win.
Sure.
I mean, to be fair, Sayan had a leash on him in that opening game.
Absolutely. And if you watched the post game with Ryan Day and you saw the excuse my French, the shit-eating grin on his face when he was asked the question about Sayan, he was like, "Yeah, we could have gave him more." He knew he knew exactly what he had in sand, and he knew he could have gave him a lot more. But as far as Alabama goes, Georgia 24-21, Vandy, 30-14, Missouri 27-24, Tennessee, it was a close win. South Carolina 29-22, LSU was close, Oklahoma was close. I'm not entirely sure they're going to beat East Illinois. Who schedules East Illinois? All of SEC is on freaking FCS watch this week, and then Auburn. I'm calling it. The model is going to call upset on Auburn.
They should.
Final week.
It 100% should. Yeah,
Auburn,
night game in Jordan-Hare, yes.
Yeah, Auburn, South Carolina, Florida, they're all good for an upset in SEC land.
Yeah, night games in Jordan-Hare are really hard unless you're New Mexico State.
It's true. That is very true.
Oh my goodness! All right, yeah, I do not foresee Alabama being in the playoff.
Eight. Let's see it. OU. All right, so that Alabama rule stuck.
Yep.
Also, for OU, I feel bad for them, actually. So here's the thing. OU has 4 SEC home games this season, 0 night games. And to close out their schedule, they have Alabama, Missouri, LSU. 3 defenses you do not want to go against when your offense is struggling.
No.
Especially when the running back from Missouri just ran for 300 yards last week.
Jeez.
I mean, this is the most terrible position a team can be in. Now, will Hardy run for 300 against OU? No. OU, honestly, outside of Justice Haynes' 75-yard run against them, they have not been beat on the ground. Their rushing defense is solid. But their offense is doing nothing. I mean, you look at it, they literally had essentially about half the yards Alabama had in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They just did enough to win the game. I'm not so confident they went out, to say the least.
Mateer, you said they have LSU, Missouri, and who else?
Just Missouri. Yeah, Missouri this weekend, then LSU, and that's their final game.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they could lose one of those games, but I would imagine.
Well, we did the model.
Oh, yeah. The model
said Missouri was going to win.
Did take Missouri, didn't they?
Yes, it did.
That's interesting.
Now,
that's going to knock them out of the playoffs.
Oh, Oklahoma's 100% eliminated if they lose.
Yeah.
Who makes it to the SEC championship game?
Right now, it's looking
Georgia.
like Alabama would need one more loss guaranteed to be out. Ole Miss, Georgia, Texas A&M are your 3 that are really just hovering around with Alabama right now.
Well, A&M is in right now.
As of now, yes.
They're undefeated. Then you got 1 loss Georgia and 1 loss Ole Miss right now.
Georgia wins that head-to-head battle.
Yeah,
you got Georgia.
You got Georgia, Ole Miss, and Alabama, each with 1 loss in the conference, and Aggies are undefeated in the conference.
Georgia, Ole Miss, and Alabama. So if they all went out,
all went out. Oh,
Georgia and Ole Miss. It'd be between Georgia and Ole Miss.
No, Alabama. Alabama would get the nod. Alabama gets the nod if everybody wins out because Alabama beat Georgia, and Georgia beat Ole Miss. So
how would that? It's a 3-way tie. Why would Ole Miss get screwed?
Because they lost to Georgia, who lost to Alabama. Common opponent.
Yeah, and none of them play each other.
And then A&M.
So, yeah.
If A&M loses to Texas, that even makes it even more complicated.
Do they flip a coin? Does it get down to that?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it gets to something weird like that. Actually.
Yeah, it's like the 6th tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. But I mean, if A&M loses to Texas, that would mean because they didn't play Georgia, they didn't play Ole Miss, they didn't play Alabama, but Texas lost to Georgia. So Georgia's in, and then by default, it would be Alabama, Georgia for the SEC championship.
That is not what I want to see.
No, not at
Texas A&M, you got to run the table. Who's Texas A&M have left? Texas and
who do they play this week? I'm not sure who they play off the top of my
Texas-
head.
Eastern Illinois State.
They play Samford.
Oh, God. And
Stanford.
Stanford just fired their coach, too, and they're terrible.
That
this
could
year.
be a good one. Good matchup.
That should be a good matchup. Jeez.
Matier's not
Marcel-
top tier. I like that.
Hmm.
Dude, he was good before he got hurt. We'll see.
That's true.
And maybe he'll bounce back after that. Moving right along, number 7, drum roll, please. Who are we going to get? Oregon.
I like them at 7.
Oregon's one of those teams that's just quietly there. You know what I mean? It's like no one's talking about them.
But they have
No
a lot
one's
of
really
injuries.
sure what they got,
Yeah.
but they definitely have the talent to climb up there real quick.
Yeah, struggle at Penn State. A lot of injuries going on right now on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, it's a tough spot for them. But, I mean, they're still winning, so you can't really penalize them too much.
Loss at home to Indiana, who's possibly the second-ranked team, possibly the first-ranked team. We'll see.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, Oregon, though, is quietly doing it.
Mhm.
Right now, you don't really think about Oregon's defense when you think about them. Right now, they got the 3rd ranked defense and the 11th ranked offense. And the thing that I like about this Oregon team this year that normally you don't have with Oregon is they are tested.
Mhm.
Like they have a loss, kind of like us last year. They have a loss, and it was a gutsy, close loss, 30-20 to a great Indiana team. And then they played Iowa close. I mean, that sometimes you need those close wins. Like you pulled it out.
Does that mean they're going to be really good if they lose to Washington and they're going to run the table?
Probably so.
So they beat, I think, a good Minnesota team. I still think Minnesota's a good team.
I think they're solid. Yeah.
They beat them 42-13. And
Good win.
so this weekend, is it this weekend? This weekend, the 22nd? Yeah.
Georgia Tech
this
is
weekend,
overrated.
This weekend they play USC. So I think that'll be a good game.
Ooh.
That'll be a good indicator for them to see kind of where they at. But I think quietly,
who do they play this weekend?
USC.
Oh yeah, that's right. Man, they got a tough schedule.
Yeah, very quietly, Oregon's kind of put together a very solid season, and I think people are just kind of
and that's kind
putting it to the
of
side.
a playing game for USC too. They win that, they're up in this conversation.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's gonna be an interesting. That's a game to watch for sure.
So don't sleep on Oregon, man.
Where is BYU? That's what I want to know. Where's Texas A&M or Texas Tech? What do you think Georgia Tech's overrated?
Yeah.
Do I think Georgia Tech's overrated?
Yeah.
Not only but fuck yeah. But we had to put an ACC champ in there.
They're a terrible first half team.
They've got their defense is ranked 105 out of 136 teams.
Oof.
My goodness. Yeah, that's pretty low.
But
once you get in the triple digit.
But they counterbalance that with the #1 offense. So that's for something, right? I mean
yeah, Georgia Tech versus Georgia will be a fun game though.
That's gonna be fun to watch. Holy cow, we got some big games coming.
Yeah.
We got some huge games coming.
Yeah.
This college football is so awesome.
Yes,
this is why we don't do the NFL, because college football is so much more fun.
This is
the pageantry. I was just talking about that with someone who doesn't understand college football. I was like, it's kind of a beautiful thing. Like if you go to games and you watch the band and they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I'm like, and then you see like the mascot and you see the traditions that all these different stadiums have and the fan bases have and the tailgating and I've been born and raised into this my whole life. Like this stuff it's quintessential. It's American. Like if you don't like college football, you're not an American. Get out of here.
It's true.
And then the drama, like the drama, like James Franklin today going like I was born and raised in, well, not born and raised, but I kind of grew up in Southwest Virginia.
This is a good topic.
So the whole Virginia Tech thing, like Virginia Tech was my first college football love. So I kind of still follow the Hokies, and I do feel like that was a good hire for them. And
I agree.
And I think James Franklin is gonna run fucking circles around that conference, man. I think it's like going from the big leagues to a JV conference, man. He is gonna run circle, and especially the money that Virginia Tech has allocated for that program now. Man, I'm happy for James Franklin. I'm happy for Virginia Tech. I'm happy for Southwest Virginia. I'm just excited to watch that program.
What do you guys think of this? The ACC does not get 2 teams in. I mean, it depends on how things shake up, because like right now, Miami deserves it, but are they the conference champion? No, that's the differentiating factor. If you have to get the conference champion in and an at-large.
Well, I mean, it's possible if Miami makes it to the conference championship game and wins.
Sure. Yeah,
they're the conference champion. So that solves the problem.
Correct. If that's the case, they probably only do get one in.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you have a different conference champ, that's where it gets a little fuzzy.
Yeah, because you have what, 4, 5 teams right now eligible in the ACC essentially still. You got Virginia, Georgia Tech, you have Pitt, you have Miami. I guess they're kind of fringe because they're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
think Louisville's out now, really.
Kinda. Yeah, SMU's kind of floating around right now.
Nah, SMU's they're 7-3. They're done.
Yeah, but where are their losses? Are they losses in the ACC?
Well, that's fair. That's a fair. Yeah, they're 5-1 in the ACC.
So they're tough.
Yeah, Pitt's 5-1.
7-3 makes you think they're out of the playoffs, but you can still win a championship and get in like Clemson did last year. That's correct. Why it was so.
That's fair. 1-loss teams in the conference right now are Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pitt, SMU, and that's it. Miami is 4-2. So yeah, I mean, Miami's kind of the outside looking in right now on the conference championship, because right now you got 1, 2, 3, 4 teams. So it'll take some luck for them to even get to the conference championship, it looks like, at this stage in the game.
Who does Miami have left?
Let's see. Just had that up. They've got Virginia Tech and Pitt. So I mean, they can knock.
And they're at Pitt. Out. They're at Pitt too.
That'll be a fun game.
Yeah, at the end of the season. So that's like the November 29th. It might be snowing in Pittsburgh, and those Miami boys love the snow.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
All right, Cody Croy, college over NFL all day, every day. It definitely has nothing to do with me being a Browns fan. Oh, Coach Frost is joining us.
Oh,
Coach.
What's up?
I love, man, there's so many people that make Browns comments all the time. Hey, you got to remind me. I need to move this graphic up next time so we can get the comments on here so they don't float under this play. Do you guys see the play on here at the bottom?
No.
You guys might not. Okay, cool. So it's just me that's being obstructed by the comments.
Yes.
We get it. All right. Then I can just leave it as is. Here we go. Number 6. Georgia, the Dogs. They deserve it.
I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked that they're only at 6, though.
Yeah. With that win, I would have. I mean, eye test. That means a lot to me. Bouncing Texas like that. Texas is a quality team with a quality defense. Whether you want to give the Manning their due or not, I mean, I get it.
I see a flaw in the model.
Where's the flaw?
Just wait till you continue, and you'll see the flaw in the model.
Let's continue. Let's see this flaw.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm feeling something here.
You're what?
I'm feeling something here now.
You're feeling something in the force? Well,
There's
so
a discharge in the Alabama rule.
I think so.
well, maybe we had an issue. We had a technical glitch last week, so maybe. So Georgia is ranked 33rd in total offense
Mm-hmm.
and 20th in defense.
Okay.
And the model actually does not really care for Georgia that much.
Clearly.
And the reason being is the model remembers the Alamo, and the Alamo is known as Auburn. That Auburn game where the goal line, where the fumble and the ref and should have been up 17-0.
Sure.
The model reminds me of that. It says, Brian, you remember Auburn?
Oh, it remembers the Florida catch too.
It remembers that. It remembers that. It remembers Kirby. It'll remind me of Kirby Smart trying to call timeout too. It reminds me of that. It reminds me of Austin Peay. It reminds me of Austin Peay and 28-6. And
Okay.
hey, a top 5 team should win more than 28-6. It reminds me of Tennessee 44-41 and how Tennessee hasn't really beaten anyone, and you should win more than that. Just kind of reminds me of things, and it reminds me.
You know what? The model will change if you keep winning. You beat Georgia Tech, the model's going to change. You go into that championship game, you win that too. That changes things. Real quick.
Absolutely, 100% true. At the end of the day, and we keep saying it, this model is fun and all that. But at the end of the day, all that matters is getting that W and winning. And when you get to the playoffs, just getting to that next game. That's all that matters. So, we like to have fun here, but good on Georgia for getting the win against Texas and all that. So
this top 5 is going to be interesting to see how it shakes out. We'll see what you got. Are we ready? Are we ready to move on past Georgia? Are you ready to show us where the model messed up?
Where did the model mess up?
Let's
see. Here. I'm feeling it.
Oh, it did mess up, didn't it?
Yes.
Ole Miss.
Yes, it did mess up.
So why?
Model.
Why?
Because
my thing is Georgia beat Ole Miss.
I know, but what happened with the model? Did it forget that?
It did forget. It did forget.
So these should be flipped, really.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Good old model. Look at you being smarter than Skynet. you better lock your doors tonight.
Yeah. This isn't a bad mess up though. If it's a 5 and 6 where they're messed up, that's not bad. I mean, they're both going to be in it regardless. So yeah.
Yeah.
So really, when we put the graphic out tonight, we got to flip those.
That should be flipped.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. TJ, his top 4 are Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Texas Tech. Well, I think you are in agreement with the model, I'd imagine, based on what we have left. Wait a second. Where's BYU?
Oof. They're number 1.
BYU got bumped, huh? All right. They must have been. Oh, we'll find that out later. Here we go. 4. I knew it had to be Texas Tech.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I think they should be there. I think they earned it.
Yeah.
Dude, Texas
they
Tech
got a
is a real
contender.
deal.
Yeah, Texas Tech is a very well-balanced team. Number 8 total offense, number 8 total defense.
Are we able to make wagers on this projection? That's the next iteration of this show.
Hey, that would be fun.
That's going to be good. That's coming next year. Whether you like it or not, we're all
Texas, and again, like for those that have been following along, like I'm really big into the stats. I'm always in PFF looking at grades. always in stats, looking at who's doing well. Texas Tech, man, like
That
they're that defense, those studs up front, they're all top ranked. And you look at who they played. I mean, they handled business against Utah, handled business against Houston.
What's their linebacker's name? Don't they have a linebacker that's all world? What's his name?
Jacob Rodriguez.
Yes, that's it. That's the dude.
Yeah.
He'll be in New York, rightfully so.
I mean, is there enough room with all the Ohio State players that are going to be on the stage?
You gotta throw a defensive guy in there. I mean,
Caleb Downs will
always be a defensive guy in there. I mean, if you're really talking the best players in college football, why wouldn't there be one defensive player?
Yeah.
Hey, he has an offensive touchdown too.
He needs more. Dude, if you want him to get Heisman, you got to set it up. Get him some more touchdowns. Dude, just run him at fullback. I don't give a shit what you do.
That's pretty much what they did.
The guy who got Heisman last year got it because of snaps, right? So get this guy some more snaps on offense and defense.
Heck yeah.
I'll always say this. He did not deserve the Heisman last year. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think he did. I think he did.
Hot take.
It's very hot take. I just never was a Travis Hunter guy.
Yeah.
Nothing against the kid though.
You have to be a Travis Hunter, dude.
But Model loves Texas Tech.
Texas Tech defense crushed Utah at Utah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always
BYU.
impressive.
Yeah. BYU 29-7.
Just destroyed BYU. Yeah, they're getting hot when it matters too.
UCF,
and at Utah, it
48-9.
was their backup quarterback. Hammond came in and just destroyed them.
Yeah. And that's why they had their one loss was because of their starter being out. So
yeah. I hate that the Heisman is nothing but offensive players. Hunter doesn't win. He's not playing offensive. Yeah, he wouldn't have won if he wasn't playing both.
I'm a big Ashton Jeanty fan though. I can't lie. Like, I was on that train hard last year. I couldn't help it.
This isn't 1993. He's not winning.
That's true. Unfortunately, it's true.
Number 3. We all know who these are. It's just what order is it going to be? A&M.
I was shocked they didn't get bounced back a little bit because of their performance the other day, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm okay with them being at 3 still. I mean, they didn't lose, so.
Caleb Downs is the best player in America. Just my opinion. If OSU used him as a full-time punt returner, maybe a few snaps on offense, then he wouldn't Heisman. I mean, they did test him out at running back.
Man, I don't want to throw any shade at any Ohio State players because that's not what I do. But does anyone else find it interesting that we changed punt returners or kick returners? I'm drawing a blank. It was a kick return, wasn't it? And Styles ran back.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, was that his first one? And how many tries? I mean, like,
I don't remember ever seeing Styles run back.
It's usually Ennis, isn't it? That's usually back
Ennis
there.
always does the punt returns.
Who's usually back there for kick return? Is it Styles? I don't remember.
I don't remember Styles ever running one back.
Or maybe it's typically we don't usually run them back. Maybe that's part of the problem.
The problem is there's not usually people kicking off. They're not scoring.
That's true. That's true too.
That's fair.
But
there's not been a lot of reps to work with.
Yeah, but
so that was their first one since 2000?
2010.
Okay.
They said it was 25. No, he said it was 25 years since we had 100-yard kick return.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. It was.
That's still that's awesome.
That was a long time.
Who was it that they said that?
Ted Ginn.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mike Bowser, big Notre Dame fan, says I don't disagree with saying for Heisman.
His consistency has got him there, and I mean,
yeah, Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, everyone knows that he deserves it, but I mean, sometimes you got to look at who's going to be the number 1 draft pick when they go out, and be like, yeah, that's the dude, and he will.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then you might as well just throw Arvil Reese on there and just make it a full Ohio State,
Dude, Arvell Reese deserves some love. I mean, we're getting all Buckeyes on the show, but like, they're good, man.
When you're
Yeah,
number
so-
one, you deserve the talk.
It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, you won it last year. You haven't lost yet. I realize their schedule it hasn't been the best. Like, there's been a lull of games, but there's nothing that they could do about it. You know, Penn State was supposed to be 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
It didn't turn out that way.
The good thing is, though, I mean, if they win the national championship this year, they're going
Doesn't
to earn.
matter. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Texas A&M 16th in total offense and 31st in total defense. So all that talk about, you know, that defense and all that stuff, that's where they are with that. And I know we made that graphic this weekend.
I know you can't give it to who you think the number 1 pick will be.
But again, Texas A&M, you know, went down 30-3 against a 3-17. And I think they only won 1 game. Was it South Carolina has only won 1 game in the conference?
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's like, yeah, you're undefeated, but I mean, it feels like barely.
Hey, if you're undefeated, man.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, if like as an Ohio State fan, if you go back to 2002 and you say they're undefeated, but they barely beat all these teams, they still won it all. I mean a win's a win in the long run.
Here's the crazy thing about A&M, though. The fact that you have Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss all in the top 12, and A&M did not play a single one of them.
Say that one more time.
You have Alabama, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, and Georgia in the top 12, yet A&M did not play a single one of those teams this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at the schedule. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this.
Last year, they played 1.
I wanted to talk about this, but like Texas A&M schedule, University of Texas, San Antonio, Utah State, then they play Notre Dame, then Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida, Arkansas, LSU, Missouri, South Carolina, Samford, and then they end with Texas.
But they did schedule Notre Dame in the preseason.
Sure.
But
I
didn't say preseason.
I mean, as far as SEC schedules, that's a cakewalk.
I mean, it should have been tougher, but the teams that they played just had down years this year, unfortunately.
Thanks, Coach. Man. Yeah. All right. 1 versus 2. You think there's any change from the last couple weeks?
I mean, I can't imagine there would be.
There's not really a reason, right?
Nah.
The Hoosiers, which are now Buffaloes. Don't know why. But they used to be Buffaloes. They got rid of the Buffalo. The Buffalo's back. No one knows what a Hoosier is, so it's good to have a Buffalo.
I like it. Oh, Buffalo Trace could have sponsored the number 2 selection tonight.
There you go.
Shame.
There you go.
They totally missed the boat on that.
I will say this, that when
number 2 selection brought to you by Buffalo Trace.
When we were doing the model this week, the model did for a moment push Indiana ahead of Ohio State.
The model has a Buckeye bias.
No, not at all. There is no bias. I will say that Indiana is nipping at the heels.
Okay.
They're a good team. There's no question. There's no question about that. There are some flaws.
Sure.
Total offense 9 and total defense 4. I did post something earlier that I did want to bring up about Indiana.
So Ohio State's total offense. I know they beat them in total defense being number 1.
So Ohio State's total offense has slowly been creeping up. I know we've been having some issues with that. It's creeped up to 25th in the country. And
so averaging those in, if you were just looking at those stats, you got to go, if nothing else, blind looking at those stats, you'd go with Indiana, right?
Not necessarily, because because the total offense is based off of total yards per game, and part of that is
in total defenses
is pace of play, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, but I'm saying, looking at that on paper, you see nothing else. You know nothing about these teams.
Yeah,
you know nothing
if
about
all you're gonna do is look at that, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's the best team. But this model doesn't just do that. This model takes in.
Wait. You know what? Hey, hold on. We got to stop. I missed something. I didn't see this. Oh yeah, that's what I needed to see. All right, good. Just wanted to make sure.
What's that?
I had to put Ohio State up there, man.
I should have trolled you and put BYU on the graphic at number 1 or Notre Dame, one of the two.
Notre Dame.
So something I wanted to bring up, and I just put it in the studio chat. I don't know if you're able to bring it up. There's a little chink in the armor for Indiana, and it's run game. People want to talk about Indiana being ranked pretty high in its run game. However, when it came to facing rushing defenses that are ranked pretty high, like Iowa, Oregon, Wisconsin, and Penn State, against Iowa, Indiana only averaged 2.7 yards per carry. Against Oregon, they only averaged 3 yards per carry. Against Wisconsin, they only averaged 2.2 yards per carry. And against Penn State, they only averaged 3.5 yards per carry.
Sounds right.
So I mean, while they are averaging, I think they're doing pretty good total. Let me look it up.
I'm bringing this up for you.
They're ranked pretty high.
I gotta keep talking Indiana. Keep getting that Buffalo Trace sponsor.
Yeah, right now Indiana is ranked 16th in the country in rushing average at 5.3 yards a carry. But they got all those yards against ODU, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, UCLA, which is ranked 123rd in the nation, Maryland, which is ranked 105 in the nation. You know, but when it comes to teams that are ranked really good in rushing defense, again, like Iowa, I think Iowa's ranked 16th in the nation. Oregon, which is ranked 21 in the nation. Wisconsin, what were they ranked? 22nd in the nation. And Penn State, which is ranked, actually Penn State's ranked 71 in the nation. And they're in rushing defense, again, 2.7 yards, 3.0, 2.2, 3.5. And, you know, they just haven't done very well. So they want to be boastful about their rushing offense. I think we saw Mendoza, what was it, a week or two ago when he was at the post conference.
It's a little late now, but we got this for the visual.
Yeah, Mendoza was talking about their rushing game. He's like, if you want to try to stop our pass offense, we're just going to run it down your throat. I think they had like 200 or 300 yards rushing. It's like, well, yeah, but how do you
stack up against the best of the best?
Right. And I think I say we, this is a college football backers. We're supposed to be unbiased here, but you know,
if you want to see it all, like, look, you talked about it already, but Old Dominion, you get 159 yards. They give up 159 yards. Is that what this is saying?
No, ODU is ranked 90th in the country. They give up 159.
That's what ODU gives up. Yeah, that makes sense. That
checks out. They give up 159 yards a game. So that's what the teams give up per game.
So what this is showing you is Indiana against good teams, good rushing defenses. They only averaged 2.7 yards a carry against Iowa, 3 against Oregon. I know you went through this, but Wisconsin 2.2, Penn State 3.5. That means a lot when it comes down to facing a team like Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game.
What is Ohio State's rushing defense? Where do they sit?
Rushing defense.
I think we're number 1 in the country.
They got to be number 1.
I mean, I would think they would be.
No, we're number 5 in total
Okay.
rushing defense, and
Okay.
we're number 8 in rushing average. We only allow 2.8 yards per carry.
Play. Love the underestimation of Georgia. That always ends well for teams. Yeah, it does for every team. I mean, that's why we were talking about Oregon earlier too. Like, they're sneaky being up there, man. I really think that there's a chance that Oregon could peak at the right moment or completely change if they lose to Washington and run the table.
Sure.
Yeah. And that's completely fair. I mean, just because you played poorly at the beginning of the season and should have been down 17-0 against Auburn, that doesn't mean that wasn't a polarizing moment for your team and that brought you together.
Really could probably say the same thing about OSU's rushing offense, how they stack up against the best. That's a graphic. That's something to dive into tonight.
I was going to actually ask you, how many carries a game, just off the top of your head, do you think Bo Jackson averages right now?
Carries per game?
Yeah.
15 or less.
Okay. They've gotten increasingly more.
I'm about to say,
he had the most snaps he had.
This weekend's going to be different, though. He's probably going to see at least 25 to 30% more carries. You would think.
Because they have Peoples coming on and they have Isaiah West coming on strong too. So I think they'll still limit him. He's probably going to get more than he usually does because they're going to run the ball more.
Yeah.
They're probably going to pass less, I would imagine. You want to get out of this game without injuries, number 1, to your quarterback, number 2, to the timing is just not right with the backups yet, and which I think is good in the long run for this Ohio State team, because if one of those star wide receivers goes out in the stretch run, you're going to need those backups to really step it up. And Bryson Rogers coming on is really good for Ohio State. I don't want this show to be all about Ohio State because this is about all of college football, but just
still
saying,
very relevant.
Very relevant, yeah. So, I still don't think you're going to see him carry the ball more than 15 times this weekend against Rutgers.
I like what I see out of him. I think he's a very good back. I think he's got a good future ahead of him.
Dude, I got to get into this because it was probably the best thing I've seen in a long time. You guys talk whatever you want. I got to pull up some Buckeye stuff and show you this.
Oh, you're good.
I got to do it. So moving right along, if you want to look up anything, if you want to talk about any other teams, you guys are up.
I mean,
I don't know. What do you have? Hey, I want to talk to you about what the hell is going on with Lane Kiffin. And I don't know if you saw my post. But like people taking awkward photographs on the tarmac, and it looks like a scene from Narcos. Like, what the hell is this crap? Like, he's going to he's got family going to Baton Rouge and to Gainesville, and he's getting ultimatums. I feel like this is a damn soap opera going on.
So what's happening right now is, yes, his family was in Gainesville over the weekend, just looking around, hanging out. Then they flew into
checking out houses or what?
Whatever they wanted to do. I have no idea the details of either trip.
That's what that sounds like. It sounds like they're house hunting.
I mean, I think maybe a little bit of that, but also think it's more like, let's check out the city, just see how we feel. And then they did the same thing in Baton Rouge. And, a lot of people are getting high on the idea of Lane going to one of these schools. But look, I'm telling you, I'm not buying into what the media is saying on this. I do not think Lane Kiffin goes.
The Lane train agrees. Yes.
I think him and Jimmy Sexton have this idea on, hey, let's get you the most money possible. And
send your family to Gainesville, make it look like you're shopping, and boom, here we go.
And watch, guarantee you, he's going to end up signing that extension. Unless one of these two schools makes him an ungodly offer, he's going to sign the extension and be the highest paid coach, or maybe not the highest paid, but very close to being the highest paid coach in college football when it's all said and done.
Wow. Just think, not too long ago, he was getting fired on the tarmac.
Yep. It's amazing.
Now they're taking pictures of his family on the tarmac.
Yeah. Which this is my favorite part of the year. I love when there's like teams like looking for a head coach, especially like bigger programs. They track every single flight. And that's my favorite thing to see.
Jimmy Sexton is the best at what he does. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you put that out?
Yeah,
and you know what?
absolutely.
If you get a weekend in Gainesville, that's not a bad thing. I like
Right.
Gainesville. I lived in Gainesville for a year. It was
Yeah.
awesome. I loved every minute of it, except for the alligators, man. Those things really freaked me out.
Yeah, rightfully so.
I swear, this is reality TV right here.
Dude, this you're reminded when you started talking Bo Jackson, he posted this picture today, working on getting 1% better each day. And then the GOAT speaks up, you listen, hashtag, man. Maurice Claret, I don't know if you realize that's who it is that's talking to him right there. Recently, last year, Ryan Day let Maurice Claret kind of get on the field and get close to the team, and they had a little squabble on, I think it was on Twitter, something like that. And then they got together, they got the communication out. Now he's helping out these boys that, a freshman sensation. And this is the thing about Ohio State that I don't know that other schools are getting right now that separates Ohio State. The culture, the identity of the team, the young kids have mindsets like grown-ass men. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy, dude, that these guys are looking up to Maurice Claret. Like, he doesn't – how old was Bo Jackson in 2002?
He wasn't even alive yet.
I know.
You know what I mean?
He was just, a twinkle in his father's eye at the time.
I mean, what are the odds in his parents naming him Bo Jackson? Odds are because of Bo Jackson and he be where he's at today. Like, that's amazing.
His first name's actually Lamar. He's Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Even better.
Nickname Bo.
Lamar Bo Jackson. What the hell?
God almighty.
His dad, he just talked about it not too long ago. His dad was a real big Bo Jackson fan, so he started calling him Bo.
I respect it. I love it.
Yeah. I respect it too. I have a Bo Jackson jersey at my house.
Even better.
I love Bo Jackson, man. That's how I started wearing 34 because of the man.
I respect that.
Where was Bo Jackson born?
Born in Alabama.
Bama. He was born in Bama?
Yep.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Wait, was he?
Oh, this Bo Jackson. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, not the Bo
not
Jackson.
Not the Bo Jackson.
Our Bo Jackson.
Who's going to be the Bo Jackson?
One day, the original Bo Jackson needs to meet this young man.
Yeah.
Right?
He was asked if he got a call from him yet.
I hope that happens.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Bo, reach out to Bo. Come on, man.
For sure. Bo knows Bo.
Bo knows Bo.
Bo knows Bo. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Get those guys a baseball bat and their shoulder pads. That would be great.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's cool.
That would be a great remake picture. He's got to do that.
Absolutely.
Oh. He needs that. He needs that now. That needs to be done now.
He's 275 yards away from being, I think, the fourth true freshman
to rush for 1,000 yards.
Yep.
That's awesome. That really is.
And he hasn't had a lot of carries. He wasn't even the first back for the first, 4 games of the season?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Considering the offense he plays on, that's just unheard of. Also, you got some graphic designers that can probably recreate that picture in Photoshop. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Like that might be the one that might be one that really gets some follows on social media.
Someone should probably do that, like as soon as we get off here.
No, I'm not the one for it. No. You got some graphic designers that are like 10 times where I could ever be.
Yeah. He's getting on the horn already. Look at that.
I think that'd be an awesome image.
Keep this conversation going. I got you.
Yeah, because look, I'm very biased to the SEC, and I've always thought the SEC is the best conference, and I'll die on that hill. Obviously, the last few years it's been proven that the Big Ten is a tad superior at the moment, but I am a real recognize as real kind of person, and when I see someone that's good, I'm giving them their props.
Right.
Like Ohio State this year followed from last year. I can't say anything negative about them.
It was the same thing like when Georgia was running the table 2 years in a row. Like people were talking a little bit of smack about their schedule and about how they were playing and how their offense was struggling. Then next thing you know, boom, another national title.
Yep.
If you go back to back and even if you've gone this long after a national title and you're still undefeated, You got to recognize it.
Absolutely.
All right, boys. I think we're good. I think we've exhausted the show. Great show.
Absolutely.
Everyone in the chat's been awesome. This model's fun. If
It
nothing
really
else,
is.
it's awesome. And it's working, man. It's
Yep.
working. I think it gets better every week, too. I
Yeah.
think
Oh, yeah.
it's moving with the data.
Little tweaks here and there.
Now that Iowa's out, I'm happy.
They tried to
No,
hang on to
The model still likes Iowa, though.
They
Iowa
got themselves out.
is Iowa is a good team,
They are a good team.
and Iowa probably would beat half the team in the top 25. To be honest with you, and that's what sucks is that with 4 losses, I mean they're out of the top 25, but they would still probably beat again half the top 25.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, enough talking about Iowa. Let's end this show. Peace out. God bless everyone. Join us again next week. We'll be doing the same thing at the same time. Follow College Football Backers, cfbackers.com. Go check it out. Tons of articles. Brian's putting articles in here with all this. He's getting the models in there. We're starting to put the models in some of our other articles. I did a Cincinnati BYU article today. Put the model projection in. The model changed the flow of my article because I was like, this model's so good. I'm going to go with the model. So go check that out.
I like it.
Anyway, College Football Backers, thanks for joining us. Peace out. Oh, man, actually, I got to give us more shout outs. TJ Chapman at the Notre Dame Pitt game. Awesome. Hey, man, doing interviews, doing the self-interview, broadcasting from the field. He just got field access to the Army-Navy game.
That's massive.
That's going to kill it, dude.
No one deserves it more than needing this.
Yeah.
So, College Football Backers, we're doing big things in a short amount of time. Been around almost 5 months. And going to the Army-Navy game? Come on now. Ain't no one else doing that. That's all I got to say. Peace out. God bless. Have a good evening. Until next week.